what I'm going to go over is something that if I had it before I lost my 80 pounds, I would have lost my 80 pounds way faster. Okay. And this is something that I wish I knew like decades ago. And I wish someone told me how to do this properly because people talk about this a lot, but they do not tell us how to do it properly. So the thing that we're going to go over today is your why. Now, who's heard of this before? We've all heard of it before, right? Maybe we even sat down and did it before, right? Like, what is my why? Why am I got to embark on this journey, health journey, weight loss journey, new career, whatever it is, right? We talk about it a lot, and perhaps you've even had someone coach you through it before. But unfortunately, what I see a lot of is that people do this why the completely wrong way. What they do is they say, okay, why do you want to lose weight? And then we go with the first thing you think of. The problem with going with the first thing you think of is what? Is it's usually not deep enough to be a good motivator. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, let's say I ask you what's your why, and you say, I want to be healthy. Okay? This is the answer I get from probably 80% of ladies. I say, why do you want to lose weight? I need to be healthy. Right? That's what I get a lot of. And the problem with that, if you are going to a family function, let's say you got a birthday party on Saturday, and you had a really great week, you're not really craving anything, so you plan to not overeat at the party, right? I don't need cake, I'm not going to eat the cake. Then, everybody starts singing happy birthday. They bring the cake out. Oh, it's your favorite. They got that thick icing on there. It's delicious. It looks like it's homemade. And now your mind starts to change. Well, maybe I should have a piece. Have I maybe been there before, right? Like it looks pretty good. My mind is changing. I went in with the best intentions, but now that it's in front of me, where did my willpower go? So, in those moments of temptations, which, by the way, are the moments that matter the most, I don't really care if you can follow a healthy plan when life's convenient. It's when it's inconvenient that screws you up, so you might as well be prepared for that. So if in these moments, the only artillery and ammo that you have is to be healthy, well, guess what? I could be healthy tomorrow, and I'll have that piece of cake today. And so this why of being healthy, it's not strong enough. It is not strong enough in the face of temptation, okay? So then, what we want to do is, we want to dig a little deeper, okay? So normally I will ask you, why do you want to lose weight? To be healthy. Okay, but why do you want to be healthy? Well, most of the time I'll get ladies saying, feel better. I want to feel better, okay? Same idea. You look at that damn cake, that thick buttercream icing. I think you could feel better tomorrow. I'll have that cake today. Right? So, feeling better. Still not good enough. Okay, why do you want to lose weight? I want to get healthy. Why do you want to get healthy? I want to feel better. Why do you want to feel better? Most of the time, they'll say, so that I can be a better mom. Be better for my family. So let's say better for family. I got more energy for my kids. I'm more patient with my husband. Maybe I'm more comfortable getting intimate with my husband. Whatever. Okay? Here's the thing. Is that strong enough to resist the butterfree? I don't think so. So we're still not there. We're still not at the right why. Okay? And by the way, this is literally 80 to 90% of what women will say to me, right? But we have to go deeper. So, why do you want to lose weight? It's not to be healthy, not good enough. It's not to feel better, otherwise you'd be resisting that cake. And it's not to be better for your family. Okay, let's go deeper. Why do you need to be better for your family? If you're not a more patient wife, you're going to get a divorce. Or you'll live life like divorced peoples or roommates and you won't get a divorce, right? So divorce / let's say roommates. Now, is that a reason to not eat the cake? It's getting there. It's getting there. If I said get a divorce or eat this cake, right? Or if you eat this cake, you'll get a divorce. I think that's a little strong. I think that's enough motivation to say no to the cake. You guys get my drift here? You guys follow me? And so what I need you guys to do is you need to go down this list of why 5 times. 5 times. And then you've gotten close enough to this to scratching what we're actually looking for. The reason we fall off, the reason we cannot be consistent, the reason we are up and down and gain and lose and plateau and bang our heads against the wall, want to pull our hair out and always have to restart something. The reason is because the why that we have in our head is not good enough. It is not strong enough to help us in those times when we need it most. Being healthy is a good enough motivator day to day, but not when it counts. Because who can follow the plan when life goes according to plan? Everybody, right? Everybody can. But what about when your kids are sick, when you have a deadline at work, when your car has no gas left in it and needs an oil replacement, when your dog just had surgery and needs medicine, when your parents are turning into you needing to parent them, you know? So when life is going crazy, when you have the holidays to think about, what do you have in your back pocket to help you out there? Because it doesn't matter what happens before that. What matters is how you're reacting in the moments that have been throwing you off before. Right? And so you got to take it down 5 times. Okay? Because do you want to know what my number 5 was? I started up here. And it took me 2 decades to figure out how to lose 80 pounds. 20 years. Do you want to wait 20 years? No, maybe you even have already. And you don't want to wait any longer. And you shouldn't have to. This is one of the keys. My number 5 was I didn't want to die being lame. I don't want to die being lame and uncool and full of regret and living for other people and caring what someone else thinks and letting somebody else's opinion and judgment determine how I live my life. I was tired of it. I was sick of it. I was afraid of death. Maybe you are too. And to some degree, I still am. I'm working through that concept. That is a whole other call. We'll go over it another time. But my point being, I was afraid of death. So literally, if we cut out all of this here, and we say, why does Madison want to lose weight? Because she's afraid of dying. And only when you know that, what your number 5 is, can you face the consequences and actually see how scary and unacceptable it is to continue on the lifestyle that you've created. Because there are 2 types of motivators, okay? We're either moved by pain or by pleasure. Pleasure is all about daydreaming. Daydream, okay? Daydream like you've never daydreamed before. Daydream like crazy. There's no such thing as being realistic in the Tremere world. Don't be realistic. I don't want you to be realistic at all. I want you, if you've gotten to a point where you're saying, I'd be happy to just lose 5 pounds. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you've been beaten down so much where you're going to settle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's happened to you. But saying you only want to lose 5 pounds because you'd be happy with that because maybe you can do that. The mindset behind saying that is the same reason you won't even lose 5 pounds. You following me? That was a little crazy. The reason you chose to say 5 pounds is the reason you will lose the 5 pounds, because we are thinking small, we are doubting ourselves, and we are signaling to the universe, I don't even think I can do it. The universe will give you everything you ask for, but you haven't been asking because we've, over time, stopped asking. So here's the thing. Here's what we need to do, okay? You need to sit down and ask yourself why. Write it down. Why do I want to lose weight? What's your number 1? Go deeper. Number 2, go deeper. Number 3, go deeper. Number 4. Then maybe number 5. You can still keep going deeper if you want. But see where you end up at number 5, okay? Then you take that, you hold it in your heart, and you think about it every day. If I don't do this, I'm going to die miserable. I'm going to be afraid of death. I'm going to be a blubbering baby on death's doorstep because I'm not ready to go. When I'm ready to go, I want to be ready to go. I want to be ready. I want to be excited for what's next. But that's only going to happen for me if I become the best version of me in this lifetime. Now, I carry that with me every day. That's my number 5 why. What is yours? Take this serious, write it down, carry it with you, okay? It's the only thing that's going to be strong enough. Pleasure excites us to move. Pleasure of like wearing that sexy dress like you have in your closet, or being that girl that can walk into a room with your chest held high and people stare at you like, oh my, wow, who's that girl? Right? That's the stuff you daydream about. That's the stuff that gets you out of bed in the morning. It is the pain, remembering the pain, that is going to help you in the tough times. The pleasure is not enough. Wearing that cute dress or eating that piece of cake. We're going to choose the cake. Eating the cake or dying miserable. Right? I'm not dying miserable. That's enough to make me say, okay, I don't need the cake right now. We need these type of tools in our back pocket. If you've been wondering, why can't I be strong? Why can't I be consistent? If only I could stay motivated. And so I need you to take this exercise serious. You can do it right now. It takes a couple minutes. You can wait till after this video finishes and you can do it, but you need to do it. And then write it down. Write it down. Why? Why write down your why? Because when you write something down, you are 42% more likely to achieve it. So you write down your why because you want to achieve blank. Because if you don't achieve blank, number 5 happens. If I said, do this one thing and there's a 42% chance you're going to lose weight faster. Duh. And all it requires is this? A scribble? Come on. It couldn't be any easier, ladies. It couldn't be any easier. Okay? You must write your why down, figure out what it is. And by the way, I really want you to understand this part. There's no such thing as a wrong why. It can be as superficial as you want. If you want to be the hot mom, if you want to be the hot grandma, if you want to stretch your stuff on a beach, there's no such thing as wrong. No one's judging you. I certainly am not. I want to be the hot mom. I don't want to just look, oh, you look good for having a baby. No, I'm going to have 10 babies and they're going to be like, you did what? Like, believe in yourself more and stop judging yourself for what you want. If you want a hot body so other people can be like, damn, do it. If you want a hot body because it means you're healthy and you can move more and you can run up the stairs without being out of breath and you can carry all your groceries in one trip, that's also acceptable. But you have to get honest with your why. And you have to get deep. Even if getting deep is still superficial, that's fine. But you need to think about it and accept it. And that, when you do this, when you truly do this, you are 100 times ahead of anybody else. Easily. Easily. Is this making sense? Are we getting this? Because if I had this, 20 years ago, man, I would have skipped so many failures. I call it failing faster. I would have failed faster so quickly because maybe I would have had that cake, but I would only had a bite, 2 bites. Maybe I would have had the pizza, but I would have stopped after 2 pieces because I knew what was on the line if I kept eating. I knew it was on the line if I didn't work out. I knew it was on the line if I didn't fix my sleep. I knew it was on the line, my life. But most of the time, that's too scary to think about. Or we don't even take it. We just think, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds and I'd be happy. Fair enough. Why? Why? If you don't have an answer, that's your answer as to why you've been stuck. Right there. And if you don't find an answer, make an answer, sit with yourself to get an answer, you will remain stuck. My little tidbit of wisdom today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you take it serious. And it's something that you can implement immediately. It takes 2 minutes and it will change how you approach every situation. Instead of, oh my God, it's a battle to fight to have this cake or not. It's not, sure, it's a battle still, but it's a battle that's way easier to win. And that is how you win the war. We're going to lose a couple battles. If you want to win the war, you better remember why we're fighting. Because when the battles get tough, what's going to motivate you to keep going? And that's your why.